Dear Misty, I'm a proud member of the International Court system. I happily volunteer to do charity shows, and very rarely do I do paid shows. Yet, I feel that there seems to be an issue with the paid girls, for they look down upon me for some reason. Do you understand, or can you explain to me the shade from the paid girls? To be completely and 100% honest with you, I'm not very familiar with the Imperial Court system. You call it the International Court system, but I think it's the same thing as the Imperial Court system. So, I don't really know, and I'm not that familiar with them. However, I was in Boston a couple of years ago performing up there, and there were some Imperial Court girls running around, and they were not pretty. They were not skilled at their hair, and they were not skilled at their makeup, and they were not skilled in their profession as entertainers. Obviously, because they're not professional entertainers. They're not getting paid to be entertainers. They're donating their time. They're philanthropists. Now, I didn't know this. So I was like, who's that? What's going on? And they're like, oh, she's with the Imperial Court. So, and I didn't know what the Imperial Court was. So I'm like, oh. And they're like, yeah, she's voted Miss whatever. And they were looking down upon them because they were not attractive and not talented and or skilled. They were not looking down upon them because of charity or not. Now, it wasn't until later that trip, not that night, but like the next day, somebody else was talking about the Imperial Court, like, this is Mrs. So-and-so, Queen of whatever. And I'm like, I don't understand, what is that? Obviously, I was asking because I wanted to know how somebody could win a pageant and not be so gorgeous. And they were like, oh, no, it's charity, it's this, that. Now I get it. But I think if not an outside person is going to explain it, I would say they look down upon you not because you give charity, because you show up and you get respect and don't have to be gorgeous. Whereas we show up and we get respect if we're gorgeous. And it's quite the contrary for you. Now, I'm now also a member of the South Florida Sisters of the Rising Sun, which is a missionary order to the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, which is very much the same thing in that we are also philanthropists, and we also donate all of our time and energy to charity. In fact, I've met now a couple Imperial Court people, and they've explained to me much more. I think if you do a show with a queen who throws you shade, explain to her. You do it for charity. You do it for a good cause. And I think, and I'm not sure, but I think, isn't it true that Imperial Court members have to pay thousands of dollars to be a part of the Imperial Court? Therefore, actually, major philanthropists donating a lot of money to be able to give back to the community. And explain to her that. However, I don't know. Again, there's not an Imperial Court down here in Fort Lauderdale, and I can't tell you how our community reacts with you because I haven't witnessed it. However, once I was in Boston, and there was an Imperial Court queen out in the clubs, and everyone was throwing her shade because she was unattractive, not because she was less than as a charity queen. So my thing is, as a sister, I'm also the mistress of makeup for our order, which means I teach all the Fort Lauderdale South Florida sisters how to do makeup, because I want them to be gorgeous. Because I feel that, especially in a shallow community like South Florida, where plastic is in and body perfect is in, you gotta be gorgeous if you want people to pay attention, if you want people to listen, if you want people to be for your cause. You can't just show up as a crossdresser with a hairy chest and a wig and say, I'm raising money for cancer. People are gonna look at you like, great, good luck with that. You know, but if you're gorgeous, they're gonna pay attention. So I don't know how to educate your community other than I would say educate yourself. And if you're serious about entertaining, and if you're serious about raising money for a good cause, then maybe you should be serious about being gorgeous as well as giving back to your community. It can't hurt. Anyways, I don't know if I answered your question, but that was Misty. Loving you is easy. Bye.